class, welcome in. Welcome in. Don't worry, I got my nephew with me. What's up, Mari? How you feeling?
Good.
Today, we are discussing Captain America. I'm not gonna sit there and break down the basics for this character. I'm just here to help y'all understand how to use this character. He's very interesting. People call him the worst tank in the game. I think it's Cap. You think it's Cap? Today, it's about getting y'all in the mindset of understanding what is his purpose. Okay, if you know Captain America, if you watch the movie, you watch the TV shows, watch the comic books, whatever the case may be, you would understand that he is not let me go after the furthest person, the person that's in the highest in the air. That's not Captain America. He's a gnat at a barbecue. He's a fly at the picnic. This person is get in your face, throw a couple of punches, get out, while all y'all trying to heal each other and figure out who put hands on you. Then he jumps back in there, throws more punches, more hands, more feet. You turned away. Now all y'all cooked because the rest of the team that came in pushed and you gone. That sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But a lot of people say that Captain America is bad. It's just that they don't know how to use him right.
See? If he's saying it, I don't. Come on now. Now I'm gonna give y'all a couple of tips here. First off, always have an escape plan. Do not waste your dive just because you have an opportunity to use it. Don't waste it. Save it. So you're gonna decide between two factors. You're either going to escape, like you get a couple of punches, throw the shield, knock them to half health, close to that, get out of there. He only has 675 health, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not like he's Strange or Hulk or Venom. He don't have that. But what he does have is speed and maneuverability. So his mobility is what makes him a stronger tank, in my opinion, than a lot of these other ones. Having two ways to get out. You either punch, get some punches in, get out by jumping up in the air and diving. That's an escape plan. Or we jump in the air and we dash. That's another escape plan. Sometimes I mess up my words, nephew, in class, and I don't be meaning to do that with the class, but it just happens. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, you definitely said pan.
That's what you want to do that? Go out, get out. I'm done with you. Get out. Next, when you do put hands, feet, toes, knuckles, and belts, you also have to know when to finish your opponent. Do not throw your shield in certain situations. So if you jump in the air and you do your shield throw, which is for y'all, a lot of y'all be E, for me it's not. But when you shield throw, a lot of people throw their shield initially and then try to punch. A lot of times your shield throw is your finishing move. So if you play Mortal Kombat, that is your fatality. That's the finisher. That's the brutality. That's when you put the end to it. That's when you put the gravy on top of the mashed potatoes. You don't want to throw that thing too early. Now, if you're just trying to do a bunch of damage control, and there's a lot of people surrounding each other, that's fine. Because you guys know that the shield will bounce off anything and it'll hit up to 3 people. The first person that hits takes 70 damage. The next people afterwards, it takes, if I'm not mistaken, 20 less percent or 30 less percent for the next 2 people that it hits. So it'll hit up to 3 people, but then the damage drops. That's damage control. That's fine. But what we really want to focus on is when I'm attacking a squishy, a support, or a duelist, I have them to themselves. We get a 1v1. I drop down, I die. Punch, they get to about 1/3 or 1/4 of their health. We don't want to keep punching here. We need to get them out instantly and get out. So that's when we would go for the finisher. That's when we throw that shield. And if you have the Captain America power up with Thor, you can do the punch, activate it, and then get out.
If, like you just said, if you use the shield and it bounces off 3 people, it could either be 50 or 40.
He don't even play Captain America. Like he just be watching me. So I'm telling y'all, if he's saying it, believe him. And class, final lesson today before the bell rings, alt pops. Even I've learned this lesson in a very tough way. You want to pop alt when you are in either a counter alt situation. This means that your team is low. You're either low on health or y'all are losing this fight right now, and you need to pop alt because they popped an alt.
Or you could just say it faster. It's like if you're in a bad position basically.
Now, in a lot of these counter alt situations is Mantis pops her alt. That means that the team has infinite health at that point. Luna pops her alt. The team has infinite health at that point. That's where you can pop your alt to keep your team alive because they're going to be offensively heavy. Now, this really works if you have another person on your team that can pop a alt, like some type of, because she's gonna be dancing in the middle, doing all of this. We need something. So this is where when I pop mines, I'm expecting either my Moon Knight to pop an alt, my Punisher to pop an alt. Like I need something, you need something else. So this is why this is a very good counter. Second, if Penny pops her alt or Cloak and Dagger pops their alt, you can also pop yours and push them around, especially Penny. Push her around that big refrigerator, and she will not be able to drop her drones the way that she wants to. Now, yes, some of them will pop out, but they won't pop out in the areas. And for some reason, it like disappears every time she like kind of goes in there. It's weird. I can't explain it.
And it's not like you'll stop all of them, but sometimes some of them will come up in all.
So pushing her, if you haven't thought about this yet, whenever you pop an alt a lot, you can stop a lot of nonsense. This also works for Hulk when he pops his alt. If you want to get some, like, let's say your Punisher pops alt, and you got the Hulk that pops alt too, and you want to stop the Hulk. You just want to put a stop to it, and your Punisher still has his gunning. If you talk to the Punisher and you say, hey, gun down the Hulk, and you're pushing him, he can't do anything. You actually limit what he can do. He's just stuck in a bounce animation. So Captain America's alt is very good for defensive counter play, not just when you're trying to attack, and that's the third point. If you are in a place where you can get to the back line, you're by yourself, you got some squishies, you know they already popped their alts, there's nothing that they can do, now you're trying to get some damage. That's in those situations, as long as you have another diver with you. This is not really a solo pop. You really want to pop this when you have Venom, Thor, Hulk, forget Strange. I don't know what to worry about Strange. Or a Magneto. Some like we're going forward. That's the whole point of this. We're going forward, we're pushing, and we're trying to get to that back line. When you have your alt and you're trying to get aggressive, that's when you pop. And you can do a lot of separating. If you notice that these two supports keep healing each other, they got 3 supports. And they keep healing each other. Well, your Thor can hold his own. You push the second support, the one that's furthest in the back, push her all the way away from her team. Now you can KO one, and now y'all have a straight up 2-on-2. So well, technically a 1v1 if you think about it, because now I can 1v1 that specific support, and he can 1v1 the other one. Now our team, hey, we moving forward. They ain't got no healers left. So by the time we make it back, it's just tank versus tank. It's a couple of DPSs. Our DPSs should be holding their own. Their healers are in trouble right now.
And it's smart to do that with like Jeff the Shark and all those type of people, because they don't really have that much like punching effect. So they basically just have like Jeff. He likes to swallow people and if you're playing against a toxic player, he'll throw you off the map.
Right.
But Jeff is a hero. He doesn't really have that much punches, so it's smart to push him back and take him on a one-on-one.
That's it. Class dismissed. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Keep God and Jesus Christ in your life, and be safe out here in the streets, Uber, trains, going to go lift weights, whatever you're doing. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next session, man. You hungry? What you want?
Happy to see Trey and Jay